You know, I wasn't gonna talk about Kneecap and their performance at Coachella because it happened like a week ago. But the Zionists won't shut up about it. They won't stop crying about it. So now I have to talk about it. So as many of you probably already know by now, Kneecap is a rap trio from Ireland. And they're being smeared A-Ways to Sunday right now because they performed at Coachella. And they put up this sign during their performance as well as a sign that said that the Israeli regime was committing genocide. Facts. But look at the headline, bro. Irish band Kneecap turns Coachella into a Khamas fan club. Why are you all crying? What's the problem, Dada? This would not be controversial at fucking all if somebody had Fuck America. Irish rap group Kneecap projects aggressive pro-Palestine, anti-Israel messages during Coachella. So embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you. All of you are so embarrassing with these headlines. But my favorite was Sharon Osbourne, or Karen Osbourne, absolutely melting down and writing a deranged novel on Twitter, talking about how they should have their visas revoked. First of all, you don't even go here. You don't even go here. Are you American? Are you American, Sharon? No, I didn't fucking think so. Zip it. We don't care what you think about our country. Second of all, how incredible is it that she actually wrote all of this whining? That's only the second page. This is the first page. It just goes on and on and on. I ain't reading all that. Free Palestine. But what I love so much about that is that the only reason why anyone knows who the fuck you are, Karen Osbourne, is because of the fact that you were married to somebody who did something controversial at a concert. For those of you who don't know your music history, Ozzy Osbourne, famous for biting the head off of a bat during a performance. That is the only reason why anyone knows who the fuck you are, lady. But now here you are, pearl clutching and crying and demanding censorship of a band because of the way they chose to artistically express themselves. And shame on Golden Voice, the organizers of this event, for capitulating to this cry bullying. Art is political. And actually, it's shameful and embarrassing that more artists are not standing up against the genocide. You're calling for censorship because you're fucking losing. You're angry that they are expressing themselves in this way and that they said these true things and they spoke out for Palestine because you know that you're on the wrong side. You know that you're losing this PR war. So that's why you're lashing out like psychopaths. I mean, because of course. I love this so much. I couldn't save the entire thing since he still has me blocked, but I love that he calls them kneecaps. He's such a fucking boomer. Listen, you fucks. Take that fucking elbow music elsewhere. But of course, no Hasbara PR tour would be complete without Noah Tishby coming out to say that actually criticizing a nation state for committing a genocide we all see is blood libel.
Went on stage to demonize Israel. They displayed a sign that said Israel's committing a genocide, Israel and free Palestine. This is not a political opinion. This is a modern day blood libel.
There is a reason why they're sending their E-list influencers to the Israeli regime this week to do PR. They're on an all-out blitz, and they've upped their budget this year once again for propaganda because they understand that they are losing the PR war. And they understand how important that is. And that's why they are constantly calling for censorship. This is true and has always been true throughout history. If you are trying to silence and censor political speech, you are losing. Not to mention the moral war, because there will come a time when this ends and you guys are going to try to rewrite history. But we're not going to forget, and no one should forget, because unlike in World War II or during segregation, we all have phones now. The Nazis after Germany could just flee and go to Argentina and change their names. And racist whites could just rewrite history and just claim that they were a part of the civil rights movement like Joe Biden. But we got you on camera, Columbia University, you absolute fucking hacks. And Sharon Osbourne may have gone through many iterations of face, but we have her words written down too. Keep this in mind as they continue to attack the Irish and those from South Africa who are calling this out. If the Irish are calling it an occupation and South Africa is calling it apartheid, you should probably listen. Anyway, I heard that there was a really cool documentary about this band and I think I'm gonna go watch it and support it. Free Palestine.